All right, guys. Day. I'm completely lost on what day it is. It's maybe day 20. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. But in today's video, I will actually. I think it'll be a somewhat quick video. What I'll do is I'll cover prop firms and how I tend to use them, how I plan to use them, and why they're a good idea for people with not much capital, and what it is, how it works, and then my top three for futures. I can also just show you guys a couple of Forex prop firms too, but you can just do your own research too and find out. So prop firms. What is prop firms? Prop firms is a kind of business that we can utilize if we don't have that much capital. Me, for example, I only have maybe the max I've had is like $1,000 to my name. I'm only 16 years old, and most of my things isn't my parents' name. So I've had like $2,000 on the account. Maximum right now I have a couple $100, so not that much. But how I plan to use it is like I'll just go through prop firms, a business that gives you money to trade with if you have proved that you are profitable. So, how does this work? This works in the following way. You buy what's called an evaluation, and that costs money. So, an evaluation we'll just say, first you buy an evaluation. An evaluation is typically you get an account with demo money. Account with demo money. And on this demo account, you have to prove that you're profitable. So first of all, before buying an evaluation, I'd recommend you guys to make sure that you're profitable on demo. So trade a couple of months on demo, and if you're profitable after each month, then you can probably pass an evaluation. But you buy an evaluation from the prop firm. You get an account with demo money, so you choose. So let's say you want a 50K account. You know, a 50K account is approximately $50 to $70 a month. So you pay a monthly subscription of $50 to $70. Then you get this evaluation with demo money, and on this account you have to prove that you're profitable. So you'll take trades like you do when you just trade on normal demo money. You take trades, and you have to hit a profit target of 6% without losing, in most cases, 4%. So you have to make 6% on the account without losing 4%. And that's like mainly. Then there's some small rules with like the max you can lose on one day is sometimes is like 3%, and you also have to have a consistency rule where you can't make too big trades. You have to make a bit lower amounts and then more trades instead of just taking two big trades, and then because then maybe you can just be lucky. They have to make sure that you're profitable. So what is the risk for you? The only risk for you is that you pay for the evaluation fee. So if you, oh my god, my eyes. If you pay for the evaluation fee and then you lose 4% without making 6, which is you failed the account, then you have just not passed the evaluation. You have breached a rule. You get an email. They tell you that you've breached the rule, and then you have to buy a new evaluation for the same amount of money. So that's all you can lose. The only money you put up at risk is the evaluation fee. If you make 6% without, I'll just say if you hit the profit target and don't reach any rules, you will receive a live account with the chosen capital on. Which means you'll get a trading account with the chosen capital. So let's say you bought a 50K evaluation. Then on that demo evaluation, you will, if you pass that, you will then get a live account with the capital that you bought. Sometimes they give you demo money on the live account still, and then the payouts they give you, they just give it from the revenue that they make from these from the revenue on the firm. But most of the time they'll give you a live account. Sometimes they give you a live account, and on this account you still have the rules, maximum limit and DLL, which means maximum loss limit, so you still can't lose 4%. So when you get the live account, if you lose 4%, then you lose the whole evaluation and you have to pay for a new test. And if you pass the test, you then get the live account. And you can't lose the daily loss limit either. So if you keep that in mind, and then let's say you have a 50k live account and you make 1k over 10 trades, 7 trades, let's say, you can then request a payout. Request payout. And then you'll probably get 80% of it. So you'll now have this account with $50,000 on live. You can't take the money to your bank, but you can trade with it. And if you keep not breaching the rules and you make money on that account, you can then request payout from that profit that you've made. So if you want to request a payout of the $1,000, then you'll get 800 of them. So they take $200 because they also have to make money from it. And then a couple of business days you can get the payout in cryptocurrency. Some firms offer cryptocurrency, but most of the times it's bank transfer. You actually have to be 18 to do this. So my problem is I have to have a guardian that helps me because I'm only 16, and I'm currently figuring that out. I've had a couple evals, but I've been a bit insecure on like the tax act and how it works with guardians. So I'll just call one of the prop firms and ask them what they think about it. And if not, then I'll just have to trade with demo until I'm 18. And once I'm 18, I'll just buy the eval and the evaluation. There's not much to do. But why do we even use this? Like, why do we want to utilize this prop firm? We use it if we don't have capital. If we don't have the capital to live trade right away. So from this payout, let's say I've got an $800 payout. Maybe I'll take a couple $100 to myself, but the rest of it you should have in a reserve. And then once you build up all of these payouts, because you can buy multiple. So let's say you've passed one 50k live account and you've got an $800 payout, you can then buy 4 more, so you have 5 of them, and then you can put them into a trade copier. So when you take a trade on one of them, it takes a trade on all 5 of them. So instead of just making $1,000 on one, you make $5,000 because it copies the trade to all 5 accounts. That's a pretty good way. So instead of making $1,000, you make $5,000, and then you'll just capitalize even more. And then you take this money and you put it in a reserve. So when you have maybe $10,000, $100,000, depends on what you think is a good amount, in that reserve, you then put it in a live account and then you can have a live account to trade on, because on a live account you have no rules. So if you lose 4% on a live account, it's all your money. It's not their money. It's your hard-earned money that you've earned from the prop firms. It's not they. So now you have nothing to do with the prop firm anymore, and you'll just take live trades, which is much better. So you use the prop firms to like make money, so you have capital for a live account. That is why you use it. And that's I don't want to overcomplicate it anymore. I'll just go through a couple of prop firms, and I'm not affiliated with any of them yet. We'll see what happens. I need to get a bigger following base. By the way, you can join the Discord down below in the description. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, so I can get an affiliate, so you guys can get some offers. Maybe you can get an office on one of the prop firms, get a discount. But I need some followers for that, so please go follow me if you'd like to. If you guys know anything about, like, if you're under 18 and you want to trade on a prop firm, if that is possible, please let me know down below. We can maybe have a discussion, or you can contact me on social media, DM me. But what we'll do now is we'll go through the prop firms. So we have 3 prop firms for futures that I am tending to use, and that is the the top 3 in my opinion that I've heard of and I've read about them. One of them is TopStep. TopStep is the oldest one in the industry. It is, and it's probably the most trustworthy, but it's a bit expensive because you have to pay about $65 for a 50k eval, And then once you've passed the eval, you don't have to pay this monthly fee, but you have to pay a fee of $150 one-time payment to activate the live account, which is very expensive. So if you pass it in 1 month, then you have to pay $210 for it, and if you pass it in 2, then you almost have to pay around 260, 270, almost $300 for it. They have their own software called TopStep X you can trade on. I really like it. I've seen walkthrough of it. One of my friends used it, so I really like that program. So this is a very good site. Yeah, I'll just put the 3 links in the description. I can put also. I'll just put up the. I'll just put up the three ones that I used when I traded on Forex 2. But that was the first one. The next one is My Funded Futures. That is probably my favorite because that is, instead of $65 a month, it's like $77 a month, but there's no activation fee. So once you've passed the account, you don't have to pay this $150 to activate the live account. So and they've got consistent payouts too, and I really like it. They also get send payouts out in cryptocurrency. So that's good. And then Alpha Futures is the third one. TGR is affiliated with them. Many others is too. I don't like them as much as I like these two. These two is probably going to be my go-to, but this is also a trusted one. I don't know that much about them, but it's around $79 a month. I don't know about the activation fee for this. I think it's the 0 plan. Yeah. So these has activation fees. This one has not. So instead of $77 with no activation fee, this is $100 with no activation fee. So there, My Funded Futures wins. And these two you can buy TradeOvate accounts, and you can connect them to your trading view. So you take your trades in trading view. You take your evaluation trades, which is pretty smart. You can't do that with TopStep X. TopStep X is like a software in itself. So that's the 3 ones, and then we've also got EN Markets for that was just my only email, but EN Markets is a good one for I'll just open the. It's a good one for Forex trading. They also have futures trading, but it's not as good, and you can also trade crypto. So they're pretty good. Then we've got the Fivers is a Forex one, and futures is coming soon. So that's good if you trade Forex and indices. And then FTMO is kind of like TopStep. It's the most expensive, but it's also the most trustworthy. That's like how you can look at it. So that's also a good one. You can also get free trials here, so you can practice on MetaTrader and stuff. I don't know if they've got trade locker. I don't think so. No, but they're pretty good. For that too, so they're kind of like TopStep. They're the expensive but most trustworthy one. But of these 3, EN Markets, the Fivers, and FTMO, if you haven't got that much money, I'd probably recommend the Fivers. I've used them a couple of times too when I've traded Forex. Yeah, but yeah, I think that's gonna be everything for this. I think I'll wrap this video up with that. This was the last video in the like technical stuff and all the normal stuff, and now I've got a mini series in this Unprofitable Diaries where I'm gonna go through some discipline videos and some psychology videos where I'll just go through my understanding and my struggles and how I fight these psychology problems, and then we'll see how that goes. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be everything for this video. Make sure to like, subscribe down below if you enjoy the content. I try to put out every single day, put out Unprofitable Diaries videos. I think we've got like 10 videos left, and then this series is done. I'll see if I start a new series or if I'll just only post my trade recaps and then create a content like one video a week or something. We'll see. But I'll definitely keep you guys updated. I'll probably make some short form content on the psychology videos, and so I can print out some short form content. Maybe we'll see. Yeah. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. I'll just see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.